is this the stupidest controversy you've seen in a while? Like, I'll show the audience what he did. It's a lie that the left is telling about him. He said something really sweet to the Capital One Arena, and these just crazy loons tried to turn him into a Nazi because of it. Here it is.
Some elections are, important, some are not, but this one this one really mattered. And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you. My heart goes out to you. It is thanks to you that the future of civilization is assured. Thanks to you.
Well, that has the left all a Twitter. Hold on, I want to get some of the examples here. Here is, okay, so CNN first weighed in, trying to make this a thing. Let's play that.
He is a hero to them. I just want to look at that salute that he gave again, just if anybody missed it, we'll just show it again. He's just wrapped up here. You can hear there. All right, so we just showed that. We just showed that.
Right. It's worth
salute.
It was quick. I think our viewers are smart and they can take a look at that, but it certainly was, it's not something that you typically see at American political rallies, let's put it that way.
No, it was not something that you usually would see.
Oh my God. Okay. So of course they try to make it a thing. Twitter starts going nuts to the point where the ADL, the Anti-Defamation League, which is I'm sorry, they're like the Southern Poverty Law Center. They just, I don't put any weight in what these guys say anymore. But they're typically repeating the leftist line. Even they came out and defended Elon, leading to AOC's tweet as follows in response to the ADL. Just to be clear, you are defending a Heil Hitler salute that was performed and repeated for emphasis and clarity. People can officially stop listening to you as any sort of reputable source of information now. Well, we're kind of on the same page there. You work for them. Thank you for making that crystal clear to all. And you had others like Jerry Nadler trying to, just espouse the seriousness of this moment, how deeply disappointing it was, Rich. They're actually trying to run with this.
Yeah. So what's the theory? This libertarian American entrepreneur is a secret Nazi. So he accidentally did a Nazi salute when he was just being very emphatic, or that he's just trying to make this a thing. He's just openly a Nazi. What is it? I mean, both are completely absurd. It's poisonous. It's beneath contempt. So, by the way, he was just showing enthusiasm. And that's been one of the amazing things about Elon since he entered that rally in Pennsylvania where he exposed his midriff jumping into the air like Kool-Aid commercial or something, just how into this he is. I mean, he's a grown man. He's extremely accomplished, right? He's founded several companies that any one of them would be world historical on their own. He's done multiples, and there might be more to come. And he's just so joyful and ecstatic about this election and this political phenomenon. It's amazing to see.
And is literally saying, Charles, I give my heart to you. He's touching his heart and then hand out to the audience while he's saying, I give my heart to you. And still we get, here's the Nadler tweet. I never imagined we would see the day when what appears to be a Heil Hitler salute would be made behind the presidential seal. This abhorrent gesture has no place in our society and belongs in the darkest chapters of human history. I urge all of my colleagues to unite in condemning this hateful gesture for what it is, anti-Semitism. By Elon Musk, same man who toured Auschwitz recently, who went over to Israel with Ben Shapiro to see firsthand what Hamas did to the suffering Israelis. That's who's an anti-Semite now, because while saying, I give my heart to you, he made that gesture.
Yeah. So Chris Murphy asked about it this morning in Elise Stefanik's hearing. Bill Kristol is now riffing on it. It's an amazing thing, as Rich says, because I don't know what the idea is supposed to be here. So let's assume that it's a Nazi salute. So why? Why would he do that? What is the aim? To signal on CNN that they are what? I mean, it's a silly idea. It's unfortunately an indicator that the press has not learned anything. And that's what surprised me about it. I would have thought after this election that there would have been more than 2 hours between the inauguration of Donald Trump and the return to that sort of silliness. But there weren't. This came straight back. This is now the conversation piece for a particular sort of resistance type. And now you have a second day of it from people who really should have spent the time and thought whether or not they wanted to jump on this bandwagon. And the fact that Chris Murphy, one day later, in a controlled setting like the United States Senate, chose to bring this up, to ask Elise Stefanik about it, on the record, in a hearing that is supposed to be about her nomination, suggests to me that they are essentially irredeemable. That the people who have got themselves into this mindset cannot get out of it. I do not mean people who dislike or criticize Donald Trump. I mean the people who have never been able to distinguish between Trump as he actually exists and Trump as they have projected him from the beginning as this Hitler-esque figure. I mean, to borrow from what Rich just said about YMCA, it is extremely surprising that that song went from what it was in 1977 to what it is now. It's not 100% surprising that Donald Trump would pick it up, though, because he's the campest president we've ever had.
He is
Donald Trump is a camp theater kid. He is not Adolf Hitler. There are many, many things to criticize him for. I do so. I've done so on this show. I will continue to do so. But the idea that he and Elon Musk are secret Nazis, that they're trying to send secret... I mean, you know, there was this weird movement that coalesced on the right around Trump at the end of his first term, and then especially in the aftermath of the election, QAnon. It was stupid conspiracy theory, bizarre internet phenomenon. Well, the left has their own version, which others call Blue Anon. I think David Harsanyi read a book about this. This is Blue Anon. I mean, this is lunacy conspiracy theories, except that instead of being in the fringes of the internet, reported on in the press, it's representatives of people like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Chris Murphy and Bill Kristol and the anchors at CNN. And they are not going to do very well over the next 4 years if this is their habit still.
I've said before, they're not changing. I don't expect change. They're going to go right back to their Trump derangement syndrome and further decrease and erode their credibility. Here, we did find the Bill Kristol tweet saying to Caroline Leavitt, who's the new press secretary, Elon Musk has an office in the White House. Does the president support his salute yesterday, in quotes? Has anyone at the White House asked Musk what he meant by it or suggested he clarify what he meant? Is it fine if other White House staffers offer such salutes? And Elon just tweeted out, not in response to Kristol, but just in general, frankly, they need better tricks, better dirty tricks. The everyone is Hitler attack is so tired. Rich, how true is that? We just saw Hitler sit down with Barack Obama and they were kidding each other like old college chums. Hitler glad-handed with Bill Clinton. I mean, they just tried to pull this unsuccessfully with Trump. And no sooner does he get sworn in than they try it with Elon.
Yeah, it's tired. It was tired 50 years ago. They always use this. And the honorable thing to do is to say, I don't like Elon Musk. And I think he's run his platform in a disgraceful way, and he shouldn't be on board with this crude and reactionary president. But he didn't do a Hitler salute, right? That's the honorable way to make their case. But they can't, and they're stuck in this mode of thinking where some of them believe it, as we were talking about earlier, because they're in an information bubble, and some of them just think it works, and it doesn't. Not sure it ever did, but it certainly doesn't now.
That's an interesting question. Like, who really believes? Does Bill Kristol really believe that Elon did a Heil Hitler salute? Or does he just see an opportunity to stir up hatred against an administration that he hates and tried very hard to defeat? I don't know. I do think that you can get so crazed with TDS that you can no longer be a fair arbiter or an honest broker of information. That's the distinction I was trying to make about NR, which you don't hate Trump, but you guys, Charlie's not a huge Trump fan, I think it's fair to say, but such a fair journalist, commentator, would never play fast and loose with the facts just to hurt Trump. You're an honest broker. Bill Kristol, I don't know. He's so crazy, it almost doesn't matter. Here's Rachel Maddow with her typical sanctimonious, I'm sorry to have to bring you this, but here's the latest of these terrible people. This is what happened with these disgusting opponents. Watch. Here she is.
This is him today twice throwing something that looks like what is politely called the Roman salute. And maybe this is not what he meant when he did it. Who among us knows what is in the hearts of men? But the Roman salute is a thing. And that is what it looks like Elon Musk was doing, which added a nice blood-curdling chill to the day for many people today. Go ahead. He does it twice. And again, maybe that's not what he meant. Maybe he doesn't know what that is. That happened today.
That happened today. Who among us knows what's in the hearts of men? Who among us does know, Rachel? Maybe she should ask Elizabeth Warren. Here she was at her DNC 2016 speech.
Thank you, Massachusetts, for the great honor of serving as your senator. Thank you, guys.
There's an arm up. Oh, look at this. She put the palm down. The palm is down. Who among us knows what's in the hearts of women, Rich Lowry?
Yeah. So any politician or anyone else who does kind of an extended wave when you're sticking your arm up, if you happen, as Elizabeth Warren did there, to turn your palm down, you can be accused of a Roman salute. At least Rachel Maddow did say, I don't know whether this is what he meant, right? But she still says, in effect, that's what he meant or insinuates it. And by the way, MSNBC, between Rachel Maddow and Joy Reid, has employed two of America's most prominent conspiracy theorists over the last several years. And these are the people who they claim to be all about the facts and hate election denialism and conspiracy theories, but that's what they serve up in huge heaping servings every night in prime time. Now Rachel, for some reason, doesn't have to do the show most of the time, but Joy Reid does more than enough herself.
Okay, so it's not just Elizabeth Warren. Kamala Harris, this is her at South Carolina Democratic Party event in September of 2024. Watch.
Us back before Roe v. Wade was enacted, because we're not going back. We're not going back.
Oh, there it is. Palm down, Nazi salute. And then you've got Libs of TikTok that put together a screen grab of a bunch of Democrats doing the Roman salute, or are they? I mean, how can we know what's in the hearts of men and women? What can we put it on the board? Hold on, we'll see it in 1 second. Here we go. Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, the president of the United States. Is that Kamala at the bottom? My eyes can't quite see. Yes, that's Kamala. 3 top Democrats, a Harris, a Clinton, and an Obama, all with the Roman salute, which, by the way, Rachel Maddow did not once but twice on her show in imitating what Elon allegedly did, and she did it wrong. She didn't do what Elon did, touching his heart, and she did an actual Heil Hitler situation, thinking that's fine, okay, misrepresentative. And by the way, CNN should be really careful because they just had to pay $5 million plus in a settlement of a defamation lawsuit that they just were found liable in a jury trial for. So you should really be careful about throwing around the Heil Hitler accusations, but they won't be. Just for good measure, before we close this segment out, here is Democratic senator from Connecticut. He's daring me. I don't actually want to run for Senate. I love my current job, but he's daring me to take his seat. Here he goes.
What do you think of Elon Musk, perhaps the president's most visible advisor, doing 2 Heil Hitler salutes last night at the president's televised rally?
No, Elon Musk did not do those salutes. I was not at the rally, but I can tell you I've been at many rallies with Elon Musk, who loves to cheer when President Trump says we need to send, our U.S. space program to Mars. Elon Musk is a visionary. I'm looking forward to his work in DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, and look forward to looking how we can be more efficient and effective. But that is simply not the case. And to say so is the American people are smart. They see through it. They support Elon Musk.
She's a crusher. She's so great. I love her. And by the way, he is so lucky that there is a privilege for what you say in the conduct of your legislative abilities and performance, because that is defamation. He said flat out that he did 2 Heil Hitler salutes, which he did not. Life is busy, and finding time to shop for clothes can feel impossible. This is why Daily Look is a game changer, the #1 premium personal styling service for women. Here's how it works. A stylist curates a box of up to 12 pieces tailored to body shape, preferences, and lifestyle. Whether chic office outfits or cozy everyday looks are needed, Daily Look delivers what fits the moment. Everything can be tried on at home, and you keep what works and send back the rest. With free shipping both ways, by the way. It's a seamless, stress-free way to elevate any wardrobe. Daily Look works with top brands like Kate Spade and more, offering premium pieces for every occasion. Sizes range from extra small to 3X and 0 to 24, making it an inclusive styling service for everyone. Daily Look's mission is simple: elevate the personal style of the people who come to them while saving time and effort. It's time to get your own personal stylist with Daily Look. Head to dailylook.com to take your style quiz and use the code Megyn to get 50% off your first order. Dailylook.com for 50% off, and make sure you use my promo code Megyn so they know I sent you and you get your discount. Dailylook.com, promo code MEGYN. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.